Hello, it's Polish Pol VR. Welcome to the channel. We are here today to review Synapse for PlayStation VR2, a latest PlayStation VR2 exclusive, developed by Dreams, a very experienced studio. But is it good or does it suck balls? I'm gonna tell you all about it. Let's get started. Story is very simple and it's just there to be there, just an excuse for awesome action you are about to experience. You are going to somebody's mind in order to retrieve a very important intel, and that's about it. Now everything is presented in a very nice looking graphics. Now I know you're seeing a lot of gray here on the screen, but keep in mind the game does feature eye tracking and you're using it to grab some objects, so I think it's just a design decision, just so your eye tracked objects stand out more. But also it makes game look quite artsy and I like it. Never getting boring, it always looks cool. So the levels, even though similar colors and look similar, they different enough to keep you interested. When it comes to the audio, the game of course features 3D audio, and that's great because enemies talking a lot. They like to reveal their location by just revealing themselves by talking all the time, and you can find them also not only by listening but also by having a little like a kind of GPS map on your wrist. Now that's gonna lead me to the VR design itself. So the game got all the options you need and you want for the game of this type. So you've got quick turning, smooth turning, the speed of it as well. You can do some climbing. You've got this wrist GPS map, like I said. Also, I mentioned before the grayness of the game and the colorfulness of the eye tracked objects. That's working great as well. But of course you don't have to have eye tracking, you can use your hand if you want to. So they kind of covered all the bases, apart from something very, like I see it as a very big oversight, and that's gonna bring me to the negatives of the game, of this game. Now, everything looking great, it's designed perfectly, makes you feel like a badass, nearly, but something is stopping it from doing that, and this is just simple thing like not having a jump button, crouch button, slide button, something what you need in game like that. Amount of time I wanted to jump and I couldn't. It just felt kind of like slows down the great pace of the game, so I see it definitely as a big negative. Another thing is some people will like it, some not. It's the roguelike, so if you're not into roguelikes, then that's not gonna maybe tickle your fancy, as it is a lot of, you die, you have to go and play it again. But I don't see it as a negative. Now, some of you played Dreams games, and the last offering Fract was great but short, and this is the same case, but I always take quantity over quality. But definitely I will look to maybe some DLC or something in the future, but as far as I know, Dreams never really does those. Now let's talk maybe about positive, and it's tons of them. First of all, I mentioned options, and there's plenty of them, and also the eye tracking works perfect in this game. Such a cool idea, and only possible as of now on PlayStation VR2, and it's great. The fast pace of the game is awesome. The story, like I said, is there to be there, never gets in the way, and it just kind of keeps you going. You've got very nice RPG-like upgrade tree, so basically you completing the challenges, so you have to do some fancy kills. Then you can get your points, you get points and you spend them on improvements. You can improve your characters, you can reveal some stuff inside the levels, get some new weapons. What I need to mention is there are not that many of those weapons, sadly, and there's not that many enemy styles, but enough for the length of the game, maybe. Okay, now going to the final score. I'm not gonna talk here too much. This is a game that I would say buy. It's very cool, very fast, very good, and makes you feel like a total badass. And it uses PlayStation VR perfectly, giving you something new to offer. So definitely pick it up and give it a go. And that's it. Bye 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 bye.